Was your best investment learning about macro? Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. Oh, yeah. So that's a good point. Yeah, the investment I made in my own education was the best thing that's where I've made the highest ROI by miles, by miles. Just sitting down and just listening to all the podcasts and all the YouTube interviews with Jim Rogers and Doug Casey and Peter Schiff and Stan Druckenmiller and even the mainstream guys like Warren Buffett. Listening to the audio books. I'm not a big reader. I don't have the attention span, but trying to listen to the audio books and especially the Market Wizards. I cannot suggest those books enough. That's what really that helped me a ton. That and just going out there and having that take action type of mentality that I always had as an entrepreneur. And that those two things combined helped me learn a lot, and they helped me learn things very, very quickly. And that it was definitely the best decision I've made for sure. And then starting the YouTube channel was a great example of that. Starting the TV show was a great example of that. I mean, most people, if you think about that TV show I did, most people would have never done something like that, ever. I mean, I don't speak Spanish. I speak I can get by in a restaurant or something. I can order food. I can check into a hotel. I can tell a taxi which direction to go. But outside of that, I really don't speak Spanish. So you got to think about who goes to a local TV station in Medellin and books an appointment to pitch the network executives on doing a TV show where not only I'm the executive producer, but I'm actually in the show. I'm one of the main people in the show, and I don't even speak Spanish. And so most people would say, you're crazy, George. Why would you ever do that? That's insane. But my point is, you just got to get off the couch and take action. And what's the worst thing they're going to do? Say no. So what? And you know what? That also goes back to visualizing. Because if I wasn't able to visualize myself being successful and actually pitching them and them agreeing, and then me being able to actually figure out how to produce the TV show. Because keep in mind, I had never produced a TV show before that. I had no clue how to do it. I had to figure it out on the fly. And so, that visualization allowed me to have the confidence to, whether it was justified or not, probably wasn't justified, but to go into those execs and say, I can make it happen. Trust me. Check this out. It's going to be the best thing you've ever seen. And boom, you go out there and sure enough, you create it and you bring it to fruition. And if it wasn't for that, then I never would have started the YouTube channel. And that's another thing. How many people would have never started that channel because they, I don't really know that much about macro. I've never taken an econ class in my life. I almost flunked out of high school. No one's going to listen to me. Blah 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 blah. And I know all that stuff because when I first started the channel, people would tell me that in the comments. They're brutal. They get out of here, you loser. And I just say, F you, buddy. I'm just going to keep making the content. If you don't like it, unsubscribe. And so anyway, you get my point. I think that's a tangent, and I don't want to go too far down that path. But I think it's very important that people understand the mental game as well. And I think you're your own worst enemy, whether it's in entrepreneurship or in investing. And so if you can just focus on the guy or the gal in the mirror, I think you're going to be way ahead of the game.